You guys saw him fall too, right? Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns decide to show up to work today on a brand new episode of Monday Night Raw. Before we get into it, though, make sure to hit that button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We're having a lot of fun on this channel, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Come, join us, have fun with us. Now, let's talk wrestling. Today's episode started off with Roman Reigns showing up, getting ready to address the crowd, address why he's part of this War Games match. Before he can even get a word out, though, he gets interrupted by Cody Rhodes. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? He gets interrupted by Cody Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes is like, I asked you if I can trust you a few months back when we had that tag team match together. If you can remember that. I almost forgot that that was a thing, but apparently that was a thing. He had a tag match. I think it was against Solo and Jacob Fatu. I don't know, whatever. He's like, I asked you if I can trust you, and you said that I could trust you, and you know what? I'm going to choose to trust you now, and welcome to my team, he says. And then he gets interrupted with another guy. He gets interrupted by another guy with trust issues. CM Punk hits the ring. CM Punk is like, your team, this is my team, dude. And there's a lot of trust issues happening here. Roman Reigns, as he's leaving the ring, well, first, Roman Reigns is like, I hate both of you, but I hate Paul Heyman and the Vision more. Which, honestly, I'm okay with that being the reason that Roman Reigns wants to be a part of this match. That's a fine reason for me, right? He definitely hates Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman just stabbed him in the back at WrestleMania. And he definitely hates the Vision because it's Seth Rollins' creation, who also has stabbed him in the back before, right? Makes perfect sense to me that that is why Roman Reigns would want to join this match. As he's leaving the ring, he's being the coolest dude ever, and he's like, that belt would look so much better on me than it does on you. And then we're kind of left to be like, what are you talking to? Who was he talking to? CM Punk? Was he talking to? Was he talking to Cody Rhodes? Who was he talking to? In reality, he's talking to both of them. So the thread with the main event scene here throughout the night was there's going to be a match. The main event tonight was going to be for the advantage at the men's War Games match, right? Who would leave the pod first gets the advantage, right? Because then you're always on the handicap. You're always on the positive side of the handicap match. The heels have it, right? The heels have it down. Paul Heyman's like, it's going to be Drew McIntyre and it's going to be Logan Paul, and that's our team, right? Great. Paul Heyman also says Brock Lesnar's on his way, but he just wants Roman. That's all he wants. Perfect. That's been set. We've set the line that's where we are. That's where we're headed today, right? There's always going to be a big brawl at the end. Spoiler alert, there was. But on the babyface side, it's like there's Roman, there's Cody, there's CM Punk. Who's the leader? Who's going to choose who wrestles tonight? Who is going to take control of this group? And then Jay and Jimmy are just like, hey, look, we're a tag team. You guys figure your stuff out. We're going to be the people in this match. So main event tonight was Jay and Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Literally the people that everyone wanted to see the least tonight. There's 10 people taking place in this men's War Game match at Survivor Series. And they were all there today. But we got the 4 people that people care the least about in these teams. And those are the people who ended up wrestling tonight. Not to say that it was a bad match. Also, I feel bad for like sweeping Drew McIntyre into that. But honestly, he is bottom 2 of that group of 5 for me. I don't know. Hate me in the comments. I don't care. But yeah, so we get that match. Fine match. The match was fine, right? Like it was. We know where it was all leading towards. It was all leading towards a big brawl at the end with the good guys versus the bad guys. Fine, whatever. Who cares? The winners with a roll up. Logan Paul rolled up. I think it was Jay. It was one of them, obviously. I think it was Jay though. He rolled them up 1, 2, 3, and the heel faction has the upper hand, the advantage at Survivor Series War Game. So after this match, just like we all expected, right? Big brawl. The Vision comes out and they're attacking the Usos, and then CM Punk and Cody Rhodes come out, and they even things out, and it's 4-on-4, and everybody's fighting, and then the heels have the upper hand on the baby faces, and then Roman Reigns comes out and literally Superman punches everyone and takes everyone out. What's the point of having 4 other guys in that ring? I don't know. Turns out Roman Reigns can just take on all 5 of them, and it's no big deal. He really made this babyface faction and the heel faction look like children, right? Like there is literally no point for this match to happen because Roman Reigns can take out all of them. Just have a one-on-one match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. That's literally how this kind of worked out, right? Like that part I kind of hated because you just made everyone else look weak, Roman. Like, yes, you look like the superhero, great, whatever. You are the OTC, acknowledge him. But everyone else looks weak now. He just came out. The 4 heels had basically destroyed the 4 baby faces. Then Roman Reigns comes out and boom, Superman punch, boom, Superman punch, boom, Superman punch, boom, Superman punch, and the heels are out of the ring. Okay. So then Brock Lesnar comes out. Brock Lesnar falls. Listen, it was funny. All right, Brock Lesnar fell. He kind of handled it really great. Though. He's wearing a cowboy hat. He falls as he does his entrance. He jumps up. He's laughing. He puts his cowboy hat on Braun Breaker. Great. I want to see both of these guys just have a match. I don't care how we get there. After this is all said and done, Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar. Have Braun Breaker just destroy him. That's it. That's all I want out of this. Anyway, so we have a 5-on-5 brawl in the middle of the ring, and that's how the show goes off the air. Just as expected, setting up that match. I can't help but have this feeling that something really big is going to happen at that match. And I hope I'm right. I really hope that WWE doesn't let me down. I hope that my expectations, don't take over. And I hope I'm not disappointed. I just hope I'm not disappointed because I have this weird feeling in my gut that something big's happening. Maybe a big return, maybe a big heel turn. I don't know. But I can't wait for that match. I can't wait for Saturday. Great way to set things up, WWE, honestly. That was the main event. But obviously there was a whole other show before this, right? And it was a pretty good show tonight on Monday night. We had Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther. What a match, man. What a great match. This match honestly should have been, I would have saved it for the final. I would have had Carmelo go up against Gunther in the final. And what better way to build up Carmelo Hayes, right, than have him lose the tournament, but lose it to Gunther in the final. But anyway, great match. I hope that these guys have many, 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 many feuds against each other in the future. I'm sure they both will. Gunther gets the win. Gunther moves on. As we all expect, Gunther is going to be the person to retire John Cena. I don't see anyone else doing it. Even on the other side of the bracket, maybe they'll give it to Jey Uso. I wouldn't, but it is WWE at the end of the day, right? The other last time is now tournament match that we had was Solo versus Penta. And that match was an absolute bummer, man, because the match was just getting started. Penta jumps off the barricade to do a Hurricanrana on Solo Sikoa, and then he lands awkwardly on his shoulder, I think. We go to commercials, and then when we come back, the referee calls the match. Penta is no longer able to compete. And that is an absolute bummer, man, because Penta, what a great competitor, what a great wrestler he is. Several stories being set up, right? Like through AAA, him and Rey Fenix are scheduled to have a match against Dominic Mysterio on El Grande Americano. And I was hoping that kind of bled into the main WWE programming. And I hope that this doesn't affect that. I hope it's something small. I hope that Penta is back in action soon as next week, as soon as, 2 weeks from now. I don't know. But get well soon, Penta. I literally, man, this guy is my rookie of the year for WWE. I know he's not. I know he's no rookie, but in terms of WWE, this guy just absolutely has killed it this year. And I hope he gets better soon, honestly. We also had the women's War Games competitors have the face-off in the ring, right? That we have to do every year before we have a War Games match, right? So the heels come out, Becky with the microphone. Why anyone ever saw Becky Lynch and was like, no, let's not make her a heel. Let's make her a baby face. And let's have her dance her way into the ring like she did back in the starting days of NXT. Whoever decided that was a good idea for her, I don't know what to tell you. Becky Lynch is an absolutely amazing heel. She came out here and she was like, look at the team that I put together. Look at this team that, even though she just joined this team last week, look at the team that I put together. Talks about Asuka, about how Asuka has given her some of the best matches she's ever had, even though she's beat her most of the time, right? Even though Becky has won most of those matches, Asuka has given her some great matches. Talks about Kyrie, right? Says kind of a similar thing about Kyrie. Then talks about Nia Jax. She's like, Nia Jax broke my nose, but look at me now, right? Nia really made me the number one competitor that I am. She really helped me rise to superstardom, right? And she broke my nose, but I never wore a mask, unlike that Rhea Ripley. Great, perfect. Talks about Lash Legend. She's like, my new friend. I'm gonna take you under my wing, right? You're my new protege. Great, like just an absolute heel. Even the like heel team behind her was like this chick, but obviously, whatever. They just want to win, I guess. So nothing happened there, but absolutely it's going to happen after the fact, right? Like that heel team is going to implode, maybe. I don't know where that's going. I honestly can't decide who is likely to win that match. Like, that's such a hard match for me to figure out. But anyway, the baby faces then come out one by one. The whole like Rhea Ripley little sistering Io Sky, and then Charlotte Flair little sistering Alexa Bliss, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because they both just sit there with their partner, just arms around them. I don't know what WWE is trying to do, if you know what I mean. Anyway, then AJ Lee comes out, obviously, talks about therapy. Hey, shout out to therapy. Hey, shout out your therapist in the comments. Why not? They have the whole chat, then they brawl, of course, right? So AJ Lee's the one on the mic on the babyface side, right? Cuts down Becky Lynch, cuts down this heel group. They brawl, and again, all set up. We're all set up for this Survivor Series War Games. The babyface team stood tall in the middle of the ring after all of this. Rhea and Charlotte exchanged a look, kind of like, hey, we trust each other now, right? So that was great. My cats are fighting in the back. Maybe it's War Games for them too. The whole Maxine Dupree thing that happened backstage, I also liked, right? I liked her being this like not very confident champion, right? And realizing like, oh, I have a target on my back now. Like, she was talking to Adam Pearce. She's like, I'm gonna call Natalya to help me out. Cool. I like that as a storyline also, right? Get the veteran Natalya to help you out, maybe help you win a few matches. Eventually Natalya turns on Maxine Dupree, and that becomes a storyline. Perfect. I know that it's totally projected that that's the way that that's going to eventually go, but I don't care. I like it. It's a good idea. You can have Maxine Dupree win a few matches because she's under Natalya's wing, and then eventually Natalya wants that title, maybe even beats her for it. I have no problem with that storyline. But anyway, after that whole interaction with Adam Pearce, she gets confronted by Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile's back, and she's not even dressed like Alpha Academy. What were they called? All American Academy out. She's not even dressed like Chad Gable anymore. She's like this darker, cooler Ivy Nile, and I like it. I've been waiting for her to come back. I think her in the mid card is an absolute fit, right? And that's why you put the belt on Maxine Dupree, right? Because any one of these women, because she later was also interrupted by or approached by Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, right? Any one of these four people that we talked about can 100% beat her and take that title from her. And that's why I think that the WWE putting the title on Maxine Dupree was a great move. It was the right move, because if I don't know, if Maxine Dupree or Natalya were to face off against Becky, Becky's winning 9 times out of 10. Right? So I'm glad that WWE put the belt on Maxine Dupree, because now we can help elevate these women in the mid card, because they absolutely deserve it. So good on you, WWE. But yeah, that was basically it for Monday Night Raw. It was a fun show. Monday Night Raw always flies by. What a difference. What a difference between Monday nights and Friday nights. And I enjoyed this show. I enjoyed everything about it. I'm really excited for War Games now. I don't know. Call me a mark. I don't care. Anyway, though, since you made it this far, though, make sure to hit a like. Make sure to drop me something in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight. Let me know what your favorite part of tonight was. Who do you guys think is going to take the belt off of Maxine Dupree? I don't know. Who do you guys think is going to win the men's war game match? I think it's going to be the heels, but maybe you think it'll be the baby faces. Who's going to win the women's war game match? I think it's going to be the baby faces, but maybe you think it'll be the heels. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. And check out some of these other videos. I have a lot of videos on my channel. I post a lot. I post mostly every day. There's been some exceptions, but I post mostly every day. You should come and check some of those out. They're really fun, I promise you. I'll try to put them at the end of this video if I figure out how. Anyway, though, until next time, as always, bye.